Next, let's talk about AWS Elastic Beanstalk. AWS Elastic Beanstalk is a fully managed platform as a service that allows you to deploy and manage the web applications without worrying about the underlying infrastructure. Elastic Beanstalk provides automatic scaling and supports the multiple programming languages and platforms and allow you to customize your environment setting for performance and security. The developers in your organization just want to write the code for the applications. They don't want to manage the underlying infrastructure such as EC2, storage, load balancers, where your applications are hosted. When you deploy the applications using Elastic Beanstalk automatically create the infrastructure components like EC2 instances, load balancers, and auto scaling group, and then monitor and manage the infrastructure for you. This means you don't have to worry about creating and configuring the servers or managing the infrastructure. The developers can write the code in a variety of programming languages, frameworks, and platforms such as Java, Python, Node.js, PHP, Ruby, and many more. And the code can be uploaded to Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk analyzes the code and automatically detect the required runtime environment for your application. Elastic Beanstalk then deploy the code on an appropriate server configuration and create the underlying infrastructure. Creating applications using Elastic Beanstalk involves a range of activities as mentioned below. Create applications. To create an application in Elastic Beanstalk, you need to define the application's environment that include the operating system, programming language, and runtime version. After creating your application, you need to upload the code for your web application to Elastic Beanstalk as an application version. This code is typically packaged as a zip file and you can upload it using the AWS Management Console, AWS CLI, or CI/CD pipeline. Launching the environment. Once you have created an application and uploaded the application version on the AWS Elastic Beanstalk, you can launch an environment to run your web application. An environment is a version that is deployed on AWS resources, and Elastic Beanstalk runs only a single application version at a time. You can customize your environment with various settings such as environment variables, scaling policies, and instance types. Managing the environment. AWS Elastic Beanstalk involve configuring, monitoring, scaling, deploying, and updating your web application's deployment to ensure it is reliable, performing, and secure. Elastic Beanstalk allow you to manage the iterations of your environment by deploying a new versions of your application code to the environment. When you deploy a new version, Elastic Beanstalk create a new set of resources to run the new version alongside the existing version. This allow you to test the new version and gradually shift the traffic to it if it's stable. AWS Elastic Beanstalk can be used for a variety of purposes that include deploying web applications. Developers can use the Elastic Beanstalk to quickly deploy and run their web applications on the AWS platform. Scaling. Elastic Beanstalk can automatically scale your applications up or down based on the demand. Monitoring. Elastic Beanstalk provides the monitoring and visibility for your application, including health status, request counts, and error rates. Load balancing. Elastic Beanstalk can automatically distribute the incoming traffic across multiple instances of your application for better performance and availability. Integrating with other AWS services. Elastic Beanstalk can be integrated with other AWS services such as Amazon RDS, Amazon S3, and Amazon SNS for additional functionality. Environment management. Elastic Beanstalk allow you to manage the multiple versions of an application and deploy them to a different environment like development, staging, and production environment. Cost optimization. Elastic Beanstalk automatically provision the resources needed to run your application and allow you to optimize the cost by only paying for what you use. Simplify deployment. Elastic Beanstalk simplify the deployment process by handling the underlying infrastructure and allow the developers to focus only on writing the codes.